everybody, this is Tanya, and hopefully the fan is not bothering you, but it's kind of warm here. So today what I'm doing is, I guess you would call them breakfast in a mug, or breakfast in my case, masonry jars. So I have some masonry jars over here. These are the quarts or 16-ounce jars that I'll be using. And I'm doing two different kinds of breakfast because I don't want to do for a whole week, but I do want to do the bulk of the week. Meaning I'm not doing 7 days, but I am doing 4. Okay? So in this jar, what I'm going to do is, let me move the jar back out the way first and do my other stuff. Y'all know I don't measure anything, mostly. But right here I have my eggs. So I'm doing 2 eggs per jar, just so you know. Let me wash my hands off real quick. Dry my hands. Okay, so I have my 2 eggs, and this is just for 1 jar. Okay, I'm putting 2 eggs. Of course, my season of choice, Slappy Mama. A little bit more. Minced onions. Now, if you want to use regular onions, you can, but I have the minced, so I'm just going to use those. Put a little bit of that in there. As much as you want. Again, I'm not measuring this. Just do whatever feels right to you. And powdered garlic. Now, you can use regular garlic if you want to, but I'm using powdered. And y'all know I love some garlic, so. And let's just beat this up. I'm going to add a little bit of milk. You don't have to, but milk will usually make your egg a little bit more fluffy. Not much. Because like I said, it's just 2 eggs. Beat that in there. And that's it for that. And now what I'm going to do is, I guess I could go ahead and put my cheese in too to make it equally distributed. And I'm just using what cheese I already have open, which is the provolone and mozzarella blend. But you use whatever kind of cheese you want. Sharp, provolone, mozzarella, Parmesan. I mean, whatever cheese that you like, that's what you use. Okay? And of course, you put in as much as you like. Y'all know I love some cheese. Blend that up a little bit. And I have, this was about maybe, I'm going to say 6 inches of sausage. This was. And I cut it down the middle and cut it in 4 and split it. So, half will go in one jar and half will go in another. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my meat in first. And this is already pre-cooked sausage. And I'm using like the smoked sausage. But if you want to fry US with sausage, that'll work as well. Again, this is all done to individual taste. And you do it like you want to do it. And this is some real bacon that I had gotten from Walmart. I got it for some pizzas that I never did make. Put as much of that in there as you want. Again, everything is subjected to your taste. And then we're just going to pour this egg in here. This. And that's how simple that is. See? Now remember, the reason I'm using a 16 ounce jar, or a quart size jar, excuse me, pint size jar. I don't know if I said quart before, but pint size jar. The reason I'm using this because somebody would look at this and say, well, you can put that in a jelly jar. Remember, egg will actually expand as it cooks, so you want to give it enough room to cook. And I'll be putting these in the microwave when I cook them. So for right now, all I do is put my jar on it, my top on it, and stick it in the refrigerator. And that's one of my breakfasts in the jar. Okay? The next one I'll be doing, let me move this stuff out the way. Now you can spray your jars. I have seen some people say they spray their jars. That's up to you. It's up to you. As you see, I didn't spray that one. I might spray the next one just to see when I cook it if it makes a difference or not. So we'll see. We'll see. But let me move on to the next one for you. And the next one we're going to be right in the jar. And this is my oatmeal. I used to do this back in the day before I was trending and didn't even know it. So we're talking about back in 2000? Yeah, 2000, 2001. I was doing this. But again, in a mason jar, and again, this is the pint size, 16 ounce. I buy my oatmeal. This is quick oats. I buy it in bulk from Sam's, so I just put it in this because it comes in a little plastic bag. You put in as much as you like. I don't eat a whole lot of oatmeal, so I'm doing a fourth a cup. And oats are just like, well, let me go ahead and do it. No, I'm gonna do a fourth a cup because if I do too much, that's gonna make me sick. I'm just saying. Too much sugar. Too much sugar. So again, it's fourth cup, and like I said, oats are just like any other. I'm not saying wheat. I don't know what you call it. Meal grind food, whatever. Anyway, when you add liquid to it, it expands. So just like rice, it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So that's a fourth a cup of oats, which means I'm putting in a half cup of milk, give or take. Put that in there. You can switch around if you want to. You don't have to. I like margarine in my oatmeal. So since I'm putting it in here, just going to go ahead and add. You put as much as you like. I'm doing about a fourth cup. Fourth stick. Not a fourth cup. Fourth stick. What do they call it? It's not a fourth cup. 1 tablespoon. Correction. I put 1 tablespoon, approximately 1 tablespoon of that in there. And for me, I use brown sugar in my oatmeal. Use whatever kind of sugar you want or what kind of sweetener you want. Some people like honey. Some people like white sugar. I've used brown sugar, and I've used, dark brown and light brown sugar. My preference is the dark brown. It gives it more of a mapley flavor. But if you don't want to use any sweetener like this, you don't have to, because you can also add fruit. Apples would give your oatmeal a sweet taste, if that's what you're going after. You know, it depends on how you like your oatmeal. Put me a couple. Not heaping, but a couple spoons of oatmeal. I cannot talk this morning. A brown sugar in there. top on. If I can get it on. I'm just shaking it up, get it mixed around, get the brown. But again, those oats, when they cook, they will start to rise up and carry up the container. So you definitely want to give them room to grow. And this is my oatmeal. So again, this and my egg mixture will both go in the refrigerator. And when I get ready for breakfast, all I gotta do is take them out and put them in the microwave. The oatmeal, usually I will let it cook for about a minute, minute and a half. Take it out, stir it around, and then do 30-second increments until I get it to the texture that I prefer. That's what I do with that. Same thing with eggs. A minute and a half, take it out, stir it up. Well, I don't necessarily take it out, but I look at to see if it's where if you don't see any moisture, then the egg is done. But again, remember, this is gonna crawl. So this is gonna crawl up the jar. So you definitely want to watch this and make sure that you don't overcook your egg. So, but anyway, you start out with maybe a minute, minute and a half, and just go from there, depending on how you like your eggs cooked. I like mine soft scramble, so I don't like my egg to be overly done. But you cook yours the way you like for yours to be. So this is what I'm doing this week, because your girl trying to get, I ain't gonna say back in shape, but we're trying to do better with our health. And I find that if I have some breakfast meals already ready for me to pick and go, I make better choices because I'll eat what I already have ready to eat. All right, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and leave a legacy. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.